from Dawg Pound Daily. Let's do a little fact or fiction. We'll give you these 3 topics that they have. So Nick Chubb will win the rushing title. You think that's fact or fiction for 2023?
I say fiction. They're going to, again, Nick Chubb is the most efficient running back out of gun run, which they're going to run a lot more out of gun run, but his touches won't be anywhere near 300. It's not going to happen. And again, when you look at the Tennessee Titans, whose roster is pretty decimated, especially on the offensive side of the ball and then their wide receiver room, Derrick Henry's going to touch the ball a lot. Josh Jacobs is going to touch the ball a lot. Saquon Barkley, well, if Jacobs and Barkley get a contract situation figured out other than the franchise tag, those guys are going to touch the football a lot, and the Browns are going to throw the ball more. So I just, again, load management for Chubb, he's not getting 300 carries. It's not going to happen. Offensive-wise, in the direction the offense is moving, that number's going to go down anyway naturally. So I think that's going to be fiction.
All right. Fact or fiction? Elijah Moore will have more receiving yards than Donovan Peoples Jones.
I think that's fact, which feels odd to say about a receiver who's coming off an 800-yard season and a receiver who's coming off just getting traded after an abysmal ending in New York. But when I look at the 2 skill sets, Elijah Moore is a much more natural route runner, a much more natural separator. So I think, and the numbers show it, like he was always open in New York. It was the number of targets that he saw, but he was always open. He was always carving up defensive backs. So again, if this offense is where we think it's going to be, Deshaun Watson is going to find open guys. And again, as I said earlier, Donovan Peoples Jones, his separation numbers are near the bottom of the league, and Elijah Moore's are near the top. So I think Moore's going to have more receiving yards than Donovan Peoples Jones.
I think they view Moore as a guy they want to get touches to as well, because he's really good in open space and gets the quote-unquote easy yards. All right, last one. Deshaun Watson will pass for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. Fact or fiction?
Oh man, I would say if there was a money line, I would take the line. I don't feel comfortable going much over that, but
yeah,
4,000's a lot, man. He put 48 and 33 his best season, so 30 is pushing his career totals. I'll say fiction on that, but I think it'll be close.
Yeah, and you know what? If he comes around that, it's going to be a pretty good year for the Browns offense and the Browns as a whole. If he's in that 4,000 30 touchdown range, you're probably a playoff team.
Oh yeah, 100% you're a playoff team. Yeah, especially with your running game on top of that. Even though it won't be as heavily committed to as it was in the first 3 seasons under Kevin Stefanski, they'll still be committed to running the ball. You have the best running back in the NFL. You're going to get him carries. You're going to get him touches. You're going to put the ball in his hand. But you also have to realize that he's 29, almost 30 at the position that declines the steepest when you hit that mark. So I think they're going to do their best to see if they can get another year out of him after this as well, as he's getting near 30.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think he's going to be more efficient because you're not going to see as many 8 and 9 men boxes. They're going to be spread out. So that's going to help Nick Chubb as well.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Again, the passing game has to be successful, which just the style of quarterback Watson is as well is going to help a lot compared to Baker Mayfield, Jacoby Brissett, who are pretty straight drop back quarterbacks who aren't going to do a lot when structure breaks down. You have a quarterback who can, and so you have to keep more eyes on that, and that's going to naturally take eyes away from Nick Chubb, and then you have some receivers who can do some fun things in the flat, moving the eyesight horizontally instead of just vertically or underneath. So yeah, we're going to see some lighter boxes for sure.